Alright guys, hit the wall. So let's build on a concept. Sometimes we go for takedowns against the wall and we want to hit singles and doubles, but those are, I call them two-dimensional movements. Obviously it's two-dimensional, yes, two-dimensional. But because there's just not a lot of layers to it. We can link our singles to our doubles, but if the guy has good defense, he's a strong, well-conditioned athlete, we'll do difficult. So what are some things that we can do to force him out of position? If you take my jiu-jitsu classes, you know I'm big on kazushi, what we call kazushi, which is off balance. Creating scenarios where the guy is forced to make an involuntary decision. He doesn't want to expose his back. I'm going to show you a way that will sometimes force it. Let's start in the upper body position. You guys can, fuck the camera, you guys can close, stay close. That's just for YouTube. So I'm in on my head, I have good head positioning, meaning my head's under his chin. I have a strong underhook and my temple is connected to my knuckles. From here, we're always looking to dominate the inside position of my training partner, whether it be his bicep or his wrist. From here, we'll start to reach down and grab his hamstring. As I do that, I step, I pull, and I hook my right leg around my training partner's leg. Notice that my leg is off the ground. If he stays in this position, I'll be able to force his knee to the mat or his butt to the mat, either one. But I won't force him down. What a lot of guys tend to do when they feel threatened by this is they start to give up their whizzer, and turn away. Guys will do this to avoid being sat to their knee or their butt. In the event that they do that, our number one goal now is to close the gap between, if you see my left knee and his hip. So we're stepping our left knee in to his hip now. We lock up a tight body lock, and I focus on driving in towards the wall. Notice that my knees are pinching in, but my feet are relatively far apart. So there's an angle where there's a tight knee positioning, but a wider foot position. From here, he wouldn't keep the hook, right? Any good base, take it like that. As he starts to do this, we work on driving pressure on his hip joint and walking laterally just to shuck his hands to the mat. Keep your knees off the ground, good base. And this is a typical position we'll find ourselves in. From here, we go chest wrap, palm to palm on the chest, and watch what I do. I circle my feet towards the top of his head. So I circle, and I pull him straight to either his sides, to your butt. Yeah, most guys will go to their butt because they don't want to give you the pin. If he goes to his side, you pin him and beat the shit out of him. From here, right? From here, we're gonna step into our position and start to work. Most guys will sit, right? Because they think there's a chance of them hand fighting and getting up from here. Just look at it again. We talk about involuntary decisions. We're forcing him to do something that he doesn't want to do. It's not part of his game plan. No guy against the wall is saying, let me expose my back. So with an involuntary response. We do that by reaching, pulling and hooking. He's already in an off-balance position. A lot of guys do panic from here. We go tight on the body lock for tight waist. We close the gap with our left knee. See this? Nice and tight. Now from this position, I'm only focused on getting his hands on the mat. How do I do that? I take a stride to my left and I pull forward. As I do that, we chest wrap and we walk our feet towards his head, drive our knees to the mat, and then rotate our elbows. Notice that my head landed right above Sway's shoulder. So I have good head position. We can build on that in a second. Let's just look at it one last time. Involuntary decisions on his part, brought on by the use of off balancing with kazushi. No different than our jiu-jitsu, it's all the same approach. So we're here, we reach for the single, we have good inside position, head position, pull, just a little bit. All I need is that. Then it's a hook, then it's a reap. Again, if he doesn't address this, I sit him down to the butt. Or let him, very least, he puts his knee down, I'm still in good position. So, he takes a good decision. When I upper body lock guys, I've been doing some more wrestling downtown. I noticed the one thing they do once they hook is they all give up their back. So, nothing special. Close the gap, he's kicking his leg back, so I'm gonna use my left knee, and that's fine. You can put it down, Just make sure at the very least that your left knee is driving in. You don't want this leg out here. You want it in. Until the time comes where you're ready to shag him to the mat. And then we go chest wrap. I walk until there's a lot of pressure on my left bicep, and then look at my left knee, rather both of my knees drop to the mat, and watch my elbows, and rotate. My head lands right above the shoulder, I'm in perfect position to start hand fighting in a second. Let's try, count 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually just pulling with my one hand, I'm not actually single legging him. I'm just using it to drag its heel off the mat. And as I drag, I'm able to hook. And this is, again, if he can do whatever he wants. I don't know if I'm sorry, a lot of guys are giving this position up because they know I can step through and I can slam him to his back here. I can double leg him, which we can get into as well. But a lot of guys, again, they're panicking here and they're going, yeah, they're starting to do this, right? No problem. This is when we start to keep our head heavy on his back. We step, we pull, and then we slide right up to the top of his chest. See this, guys? Now, personally, for me, unless it's the end of a round, maybe, I would suggest doing this and staying on your knees. So it's a different psychology than jiu-jitsu, right? Because my goal is to go to this position, called the toddler position, where I keep my head over his and I put all of my chest on his back. Now, why do I do this? There's a few reasons. One of which is I can now land unobstructed, uncontested punches to his head without him doing anything. So just for sort of a quick experiment, just move around as much as you can, right? It's hard, it's very difficult. I can even make it worse for him. If I want to go over his neck, and let's say he's a scrambling guy, I can lock up a tight cradle from this position, go to move. The referee will eventually say stop stalling, and I'll stop stalling. But I can hold him for an indefinite amount of time, depending on the ref. And then look, these are all free shots here. These are all free shots. And every time he goes to move, you can trap him. Keep your knees on his hips, keep your head above his head. You can tie his wrists up in a variety of different ways. So this differs, this differs a lot from the idea that we're sitting a lot of times here and here, which is what we do in jiu-jitsu. This is what we do in MMA as well, but Larry yells 1 minute left. Now I'm gonna take his back and strangle him. If there's more than a minute in the round, I'm probably gonna stay on top of him and just tire him out with punches, way on the spot, until he gives me his back. I don't wanna have to work for anything. So I'd rather see you guys here in the context of MMA. If the guy's broken mentally, he's bleeding, he's a mess, then we can start maybe sitting through and looking for the back. But again, I'd rather that be a product of him almost saying, please choke me out, as opposed to maybe forcing that position. All right, so one last time. So inside position, pull, scoop. He makes a decision to start to expose his back. I rest my right leg on the mat. I drag him, turn, look how my knees go down, and I turn him down to the mat. I go right to my toddler position. I put my head above his head, and then from here I can control him with the use of over-the-shoulder cradles. Wrist rods. And you can always be a jerk and hard cross faces, elbows here. You can bully him from this position. Let's try it, guys. On 3. 1, 2, 3. But make good posture. That happens. It happens to all of us. And then we're probably tired and we let him get his whizzer back and he pummels in and then it becomes a fight now. Now it's a fight. It's time. So look what we do. I'll give you a nice scenario, but it is like anything that we do, it's all timing related. So I start to go here. Look at my left elbow, number one key. See this space here? Between my elbow and his rib cage, this is a no-no because he's gonna get his elbow in that gap. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, from here I would do that. You can go Vernon White, I call that the Vernon White. You can go Vernon White, or you can do what's more common is the elbow, straight elbow. See that? Now when he pushes down, look at that space he created. Then he can start to pummel in. Very good. Yes. So that's a great technique. So my job from this position, as he starts to expose his back to me, is to go deep with my left arm. See how deep my left arm is? It's not impossible for me to get his elbow in, but it's harder. Now, as he starts to posture up, watch how I pull him off of the wall. Here, I lower my level, and I drive his hips to the wall. Like that, very easy. Now from this position, I walk my hips to the side of the cage, away from my head. So in this case, my head is on the right side. Walk your hips to the opposite direction. Elbow deep on the knee. My elbow, right elbow. Elbow deep. Walk. And then from here, it's easy for me to drag his feet between my legs. Right there. Easy takedown. That's just one way we finish. And then from here, we go hips in, and looking at the down to this position of pass. We're holding and pulling. Again. Pull. Pull. He exposes his back. We go tight elbow, left leg in. As I feel him start to square up like this, and which is common, we pull him off of the wall. Notice how I lower my level to make my connection under his butt. See? Then I run his hips to the cage, and then we circle away from our head. Hip to the wall. Now all I have to do is pull his feet through the center of my leg and watch it happen. Easy. And from here, we just do a lot of damage and play our game from the top position. Who wants to see it one last time? One last time? All right, so look, simple. It's a byproduct of just tying up all of our, pretty much part of our wall system, which is Kazushi, positioning, and a reaction off of his defense. This has to be done fast. As soon as he's turning towards me, I'm in, running, and then pull. Just like that, guys. Just get on through. 1, 2, 3.